Hey everybody, it's BC here, and welcome to another episode of Planet Nomads. It's going to be a bit of a short episode today. I've been working on that thing for the past day and a half. I originally had, so I should go and check that out quickly. I've been trying to get this thing off the ground. Last video was up to 158 hover pads, and it was skimming across the ground, but it wasn't actually lifting. So I started working on it, and I was going to put 190 underneath it. And then I started thinking, well, maybe that wasn't enough. My original plan was to go with 288, and that's basically what I could fit underneath here. And that is a lot of blue rings. What's even worse is the build vision. It's just so blinding. But this is what it is. I got the first 6 rows steering one way, the other 6 rows in the back steering the other way. There are 24 uranium generators up here. One of them actually isn't being used, and I'm surprised, but it's good to have some extra power in case, we want to hook up a miner. Oh, I actually have 2 that are empty. Oh, wow. It's a shock. Makes me wonder what's not actually connected now, because it was supposed to be 22 altogether. Oh, that's interesting. It's not showing usage. Okay, the build vision is kind of bugged. You can see that this one's using 1950, this one's using 1950, this one's using 0, this one's using 0. But they are connected. So that's I guess when you have too much build vision going on. This one I know is not being used, or actually it is. These 2 aren't. And I know I have fuel because I dumped an entire stack in here. Let me get this off because it's so blinding. And in here, yes. So I've used 24. Yes, exactly what I have. I put a stack of 90 in there. So now the question is this actually going to do anything? Is it actually going to lift off the ground, or is it going to, what I predicted in the last episode, create so much gravitational pull that's going to create a singularity on the landscape and suck me into oblivion? One way to find out. That's actually not being used, so I don't care. It's this that's holding it up. Alright, here we go. It's not going to do anything because I have to actually get in the cockpit for it to actually hover. But I notice when you have these hover vehicles, like I notice it with this because I have a lot of hover pads on here, but when it's not on a jack, you get a lot of lag. Like, it's actually worse off now when it was on the jack than it is then, you know what I mean. It's a little laggier now that's on the ground. I've been noticing too when I load, if I were to save and exit the game right now and load it back up, this would actually be in the ground. But if I started walking closer to it, it would start moving out. And let's actually do that just for fun. Yeah, I think so. So let me go over here and I'll reload and bring you back when it's time to watch it rise out of the ground. Okay, I am back and I hope I'm recording because you can see how framey it is right now. I've also noticed too my save and load times have gotten quite interesting. But watch what happens as I walk closer to the base. As you can see, it's actually, there we go. Popped up a little quicker this time. Last time it slowly started working its way out, but it was like it was stuck in the ground. I guess confusion of where the building actually is and where the terrain is supposed to be drawn. Maybe. Sure, it's got something to do with procedural generation, but make sure we have power. Everything is good to go. We are good. So, hey, my God, it floats. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm just really excited about this. Oh, that is cool. 288 pads. Oh, nice. A little laggy, but unbelievable. I have a base that goes 35 miles an hour, or 35 kilometers an hour. It's just wild. Oh, let's bring it over here. See if we can get over this hill. Probably a bad thing to do, but wow. Oh, there you go. If you want to have your own traveling city, you need a couple hundred pads, and these things were so expensive. 2 reinforced frames and 2 Mark II plating. That's basically what was it? 2 titanium. I know it was 2 titanium plus a couple other little things for the reinforced frame. So that means 1200 titanium for that, not to mention what I needed for the generators, and those ones needed 3 each. And then let's actually ground this, because we gotta go get the buggy. Yeah, and then the Mark II plating was 2 cobalt each. That's a true mobile home right there. Alright, where's that buggy? It's over there, and it's upside down because it had a bit of a freak out while I was on the base. Alright, well, let me get this thing upright and drive it over to the base, and then we'll try driving the base around with the buggy and see what happens. Okay, I got the buggy on its wheels again, and let's go see what happens. I'm thinking with this idea, if I decide I want to use this, or if I ever decide I want to leave it parked, and it might be a good idea if anybody wants to try to do something like this, that if you're going to leave it there, put a jack under it, because the physics are still doing something. So now the question is this going to hover while I'm on here? Because that's what I was worried about, was the buggy being on here, but the cockpit, that it would transfer through the wheels into the base and cause it to hover. But what we'll do, actually, let's find a good parking spot for this so it doesn't roll anywhere. Could probably put it right in here. I think so. I'm going to get into third person here. I'm going to try to back her in. It's a good thing there's no damage on the vehicles or anything else. Where are my wheels? Okay. Alright, there we go. Good parking job. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the wheels off. And hopefully they don't move. And I'll get the batteries too, just in case. Not like it's going to go anywhere. It's, well, it could technically steer off if I'm steering and it just happens to be right over here. So now the question is, where do we move the base? I think, let's see if we can make it out to the water, or we'll just go bring it out by the trees there somewhere. I don't know. The fact of the matter is, it works. Look at that, we're getting like 3 feet too. I'd go underneath this thing and change all, and it spins on a dime. I'd like to see your base do that. I'm kidding. I just said that. Now someone's gonna make a base even better, bigger and more hoverable and more features than this. Sadly, we can't actually just take it out in the water and just leave it there because it's gonna stop hovering. It's gonna sink. But I have to admit, this is quite something. It's actually driving around. I gotta be careful with this thing too because it's absolutely huge. So I can't exactly tell if I'm going to hit anything or not. Anyways, let's bring it over here. Why not? Oh, you can tell I was here. There's a cube frame. Got a big blind spot next to me too. It's my sleeping quarters. This isn't something else. Oh, it's the rain that's killing me. Oh yes. Where should we bring this thing? Yeah, for some reason the steering's all backwards. But I actually forgot to check to see if that rover is still there. Oh my god, the lag. Gee, could I have to do with the 300 hover pads underneath me? No. Why would it be that? And I'm between a rock and a hard place now. I love how this thing just hugs the land. Unfortunately, it's impossible to back this thing up. Well, the rover is still there. That's good. And it's drifting. Well, I think we're just going to leave it here. Throw a jack underneath it. I'm going to shut all the power off. The best thing about the jack is it's so cheap, you don't even have to finish it. Now watch the frame rate suddenly go up as soon as I place this thing. Can I not get under there? Come on. I might have to dig a hole. See, it just doesn't want to go under. Because I am too high. Well, I'm standing too high. Where can I go? I guess I could probably squeeze it under here, maybe? No, I'm gonna have to dig a hole. Alright, fair enough. Big enough hole. And where did I have that one? Come on. And there we go. Game is running smooth again. Yeah, definitely something up with them. Even though they're in a grounded state, they're still technically working. But, look at that. Look how far we drove this thing. We drove it all the way from where it was. Let me make sure I can land on the building here. Drove it all the way from there. We went all the way around, all the way to the other side, and back again. And now I'm sort of stuck. But that's okay. And we took the rover with us. It did move around a little bit. But no big deal. It's on a jack, so it's not going to go anywhere. The rover might clip to the floor maybe, but now that that is out of the way, and that's actually something I was determined to get done, but if I want to try to rework the big gun a little bit. You know, I think if I just flip the hover pads over in certain places that it might counteract that dead zone. Whether or not the hover pads will want to be placed in that particular fashion and order is a whole other story. I was so desperate for these reinforced frames, I was actually snagging these hover pads from other areas, and the ghost decided to bring the whole box upside up and actually lift it and flip it upside down. Yeah, but I had scooped those and scooped those. I still had these ones here I didn't take, or those ones, but you know, I had to take these ones here. These ones I left though, because these are our project here. Ooh, laggy. So what I'm going to basically do is, yeah, I'm just going to, every other one I'm going to flip over. This one's on this side right now. I'm going to flip it so it's on that side. This one will be down here. This one will be, that one will be over here. So I'll just sort of spin them around so things work a little differently. So let me do that off camera because it's going to be really laggy, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I got it all set up. I'll show you here in a second. Let me just get some fuel in here. I'll just take it out in case I forget to turn these off, because then I lose a whole stack of uranium. So I turn build mode off so I can see this one's on the bottom, this one's on the top, this one's on the bottom, this one's on the top. And that's hopefully it's going to keep everything in a line. But that's never the case with me. But we'll find out. And I'm going to go ahead with the short interwall like I did before. So, kind of hard to see now with this build vision in my way. I thought I had a platform here. I do. Okay, so build that, and then go to number 3. See, it's getting all confused with the hover pad in front of me, which makes things a little difficult sometimes, but it's not the end of the world. But the way I build stuff, you never know when it's going to be the end of the game. Alright, let's see what happens. Do that. Let's get build mode off so we can actually see what's going on. And there we go. That's sort of what I wanted. Now, let's see what happens when we launch it. Definitely better. That really went good. It was going to lob down no matter what. Like, you can't expect this to be perfect, but it held in there pretty good. So then that means we're going to have to do the same thing up here. Eventually. Maybe we'll take care of it next episode. Next episode's going to be the update video, so we'll see what's going on here. But I may have to think about this. I think the ones on the sides are hardly doing anything. It's the ones at the front that are doing most of the lifting. So I might have to get out of the way so I can actually get up top. I might have to put a bar across here and put a couple extras, but this is actually perfect because I had 6 there, there's 6 here. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting our angle a little bit better on this. Wow. 2 big projects and they both basically turned out. I'm impressed. Hey, look, there's my other base over there. No, that's not the base. Where is it? It's way over there. Well, that is cool. Good. Like, look how far that shot it. Good 100 meters. Which is better than the last time. But let's go up on the observation deck and take one last look at the base. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the next update. I don't know what it's going to be. I know they're talking about adding buoyancy, so we might have to find ourselves an ocean. I might have to make myself one of my self-launchers just to take a look around, see what's actually around, because the only way you can actually get any map in this game is launching yourself 20 kilometers in the air. But there we have it. There's our magical base, sitting off by the trees. We could take it wherever we want. Did the tank move? That was facing this way at the beginning of the episode, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, I gotta check this. It did move. It moved about 30 degrees clockwise. This place is definitely haunted. I blame the physics. I blame me, because I'm the one building all this insane stuff. Yeah, a couple miners over there I had to get set up just to get more titanium. Like, that stuff is so scarce around here. But anyways, I'm going to call the episode here. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.